हाय एवरीवन, दिस इज़ युक्ति बेलवाल और इस वक्त मैं जॉर्जिया में हूँ और इस वक्त जॉर्जिया में बातूमी सिटी में हूँ। बातूमी सिटी में मैं पहले भी आ चुकी हूँ, बट आज जो हमारा रीज़न है यहाँ पे आने का, वी आर इंट्रोड्यूसिंग अ यूनिवर्सिटी. इट्स नेम BAU इंटरनेशनल यूनिवर्सिटी एंड वी आर वर्किंग क्लोजली विद देम to promote this university among Indian students who really want quality education in medicine. So with me is Mr. Georgi, who is the Vice Rector of BAU International University, and we're gonna ask him some questions, which are the general questions from the student side about the desired university they want to study in. So these questions I'm gonna ask you, which will help the students to take the better decision.
Hello, pleasure to meet you, and hopefully we will be having answers for all of your questions.
Yes. So how would you like to introduce BAU International University to the students?
We are a young university. First of all, we are at our first decade of operation. We opened about 7 years ago. We were authorized by the Georgian government and reauthorized by it the second time, together with the international experts of WFME, World Federation for Medical Education. And we are focusing on the medical education because we have only one school of medicine and healthcare sciences, and we are carrying out the two single cycle program of the medicine, MBBS, MD program, 6-year medicine program, and 5-year dentistry program of dental medical doctor.
So there are many universities in Georgia. How would you say that taking admission in BAU International is better for students?
It's a good question, and the market is very competitive, and we want it to be different. And our challenge is providing the education for worldwide employability of our future graduates. As you know, we are a member of the Worldwide University Network of BAU Global, which encompasses several campuses around the world, from which two of them, including BAU Batumi, provide medical education. So we try to focus our program on the best international practices. We benchmarked this program with their American analogs, with their European analogs, and we were trying to introduce some modern approaches, methods in teaching and assessing the medical education. We were the first university in Georgia who implemented the integrated curriculum for the students, and we got quite experience in integrated studies of the medicine. Also, we can say that our program is much more practice-based, so the students get practical skills from the very first year of study. They get teaching in simulation environment using our phantoms and mannequins, also as other modern educational tools like Body Interact software. Yeah. They also have lots of the clinical internships in our affiliated hospital and other partner hospitals as well.
As I got to know that you are also providing scholarship to the students, like students who perform well. So how does this work?
Our approach is to focus on the best students, and that's why we want to promote the success and the strive for the good performance throughout the students. So we have the general rule for scholarships for all the students who scores A+ during the semester. From the second semester of study, they get the scholarships. And this rule has been applied for all the time the BAU has been operating. So we calculate their scores after each semester, and we are giving the scholarship regarding the scores, and the number of the amount of the scholarship is up to 50% of the semester study fee.
So has any students got benefited with the scholarship? They have got scholarship?
Sure. I cannot tell you about this semester because the exams are not finished yet and the scores are not reflected, but we had 8 students for the previous semester who got 50%.
So is German language also integrated in your curriculum?
Yes, as an elective one, we have 2 language components in our curriculum. First is local language, Georgian language. We teach it for each student because they need to be able to communicate with the patient during their clinical studies. We have also the part of the elective language, and the students can choose from the different language. Somebody wants to advance their English, so on the C level, we do teach German language, Russian language. We're offering Turkish language because we we also have the possibilities for our students to have the clinical internships in Turkish hospitals, in our partners' clinic and universities in Turkey. So there's a quite big variety of languages available to the students.
So one language is there and one language they can select according to their need.
Yes, Georgian language is for the international students as mandatory of the curriculum, and they can choose about the English, German, Turkish, Russian.
If a student wants to further go to US or UK for their residency program, so how do you assess students through that?
Lots of our students focus on making their medical career abroad. That's why we introduced the USMLE training as a part of our studies, not a part of the curriculum, but we are giving it extracurricular courses for free to all of our students, and we are going to give it for the Indian students as well. The feedbacks of these USMLE courses are quite good. Our trainers are experienced USMLE trainers, and we already have a result. As I said, we are a young university, but we had our first batch of graduates this year, but they passed USMLE, and 50% of them scored in top 70% of already. Yes, okay, we already know the results. We published them, and we were very proud of our graduates.
Is it only till now it's for USMLE only, or you are also giving PLAB?
We have USMLE now only, and we are working on introducing PLAB as well. We try to introduce PLAB. We might think about introducing MCI screening test preparation. So it depends on the requirements of our students, on their expectations. We try to be flexible. We try to follow up the needs of our students and react on this.
Right. Tell me about the hospital associated with BAU International, and where will the student go for clinical practice?
We have a big partnership with the hospitals. Most of our students go to our affiliated hospital, which is called Medical Center Medina. It's one of the largest hospitals in the city. We have also partnership with other hospitals as well, and the students are able to choose between the hospitals through their and students are able to choose within the hospital, but nowadays we try to focus on quality and not on the quantity. That's why most of the students do their clinical studies in the Medina hospital. There are also some voluntarily programs and internships program for the students, and we are happy that both Georgian and international students of BAU are employed at the hospitals, and they help the society and they help the healthcare system in these difficult periods.
Okay, there's a possibility for working here.
Yes.
Okay. And the internship part of the program, is it included in the 6 years program?
Yes, the 6 year we have internship as a clinical visits from the very first year of study. They start from the clinical visits and observance. Then we introduce them to more manipulations whenever they passed it firstly on the phantoms. And the last year is totally internship. It's internship in almost all areas of the medicine. And our mentors look after the students during their internship. They record their number of the patients and their performance, and we reflect this in the portfolio which we are giving the students after the graduation for their future employees to see the progress and the capacity of their staff.
So basically, जब स्टूडेंट्स किसी भी हॉस्पिटल में जाते हैं क्लिनिकल के लिए, तो कई बार देखा गया है कि बच्चों को कोई असिस्टेंट करने वाला नहीं होता है. There is no way to guide them, but they have this program. There is a mentor who is going to guide the students and make sure that they are having the kind of experience that they need.
A part of our affiliated clinic, we have quite of detailed, strict contracts with the other hospitals, and we describe the number of the beds, patients, and manipulation which each student and each group of the students will undergo to. Ensuring the number and the quality of the clinical training is the most crucial part, is the biggest challenge in the medical education in Georgia, and we try to focus all our efforts to provide the clinical parts of the best quality for our students.
As we know that BAU International is the first university in Georgia which is having Cadavers facility available. So can you talk about that?
Yes. As I said, we try to focus on the expectation on our students. And most of students are coming from the countries where to be certified physician, you need to have some cadaver courses. You have to work on the cadaver material to complete your medical education. And it was a huge problem in Georgia because no local regulations were adopted regulating the use of cadaver materials. We as BAU, we initiated with the Ministry of Healthcare the change of the regulations, and we were the first university, and we remain the only university right now who managed to bring the cadaver materials from abroad. And now the students for their anatomy, pathology, and surgery studies, they can use the cadaver materials, they can use our anatomical theater and dissection lab. It was a huge impact in the Georgian medical society, and we were asked not only for the students from the other universities, we were asked for the healthcare professionals to have some trainings. We had summer schools for the students of the other institution on the cadaver dissection. We have professional trainings together with our partner clinics on the cadaver materials for healthcare professionals. That's why I think it's a good input in the medical education in the country from our side.
Okay. BAU International University is accredited with ECFMG and German Medical Council?
Yes, we are accredited by, first of all, we are accredited by the local regulation body. It's National Center of Educational Quality Enhancement. We got accreditation and re-accreditation in 2020, so we accredited for 7 years now. As you know, in Georgia, there is a rule that our accreditation body shall be accredited by World Federation of Medical Education. Yes. So we've been accredited by the international experts from the Ireland, from the Spain, and they put the valuable recommendation for us. We also try to strive for the recognition in the different countries. We've been recognized by the Medical Council of India at the due time. We are trying to reach the recognition in Israel, in Egypt, and other several countries.
Okay. And last but not the least, what are the student exchange program or clinicals that you told that student can go into in Istanbul as well? What is this opportunity?
First of all, our partner university, the Istanbul Bahçeşehir University, provides our students with opportunity to have the exchange semester, clinical semester in the university hospital.